Two, we will realistically never know. Maybe we will. In the end, he is a great military leader who will always be known in the history of Africa. I would say in the history of the world, history of the Mediterranean, history of Africa as well, sure. Get your seas, people, late Bronze Age merch now. Okay, now, notice this. Doesn't matter, does it? His color of skin doesn't matter. Ethnicity, race, it doesn't matter. That's what this doctor is saying, right? And then your boy, Metatron, looked her up. Rebecca Futo Kennedy, she's got a Wikipedia page, will you look at that? Why I teach about race and ethnicity, talking about double standards in the classical world. Hold on a minute, Professor. I thought you said it doesn't matter. Gender and sexuality in ancient Rome. Yeah, because she also teaches gender studies. So, problem of classics and racism. Yeah. So, race and ethnicity, once again, I thought it didn't matter. BBC collaborations, I think I know where this is going. I'm going to focus on having a look what sort of classes this professor is teaching, and we're going to make several videos, just like I made several videos on other professors, because when I lock on, I lock on. But for this video, I just want to end with this. I find it so funny that someone who says and bases this entire discussion on the patronizing statement, it doesn't matter, when asked about the ethnicity of a historical character, teaches the ethnicity and race of historical characters. Hence, it only doesn't matter when you can't prove the ethnicity you want to push for political reasons. But it does matter very much when you are very able to push ideas and ideologies that you want to be presented to the public in order to get one against the other side. That's not academia. That's not university. That's not what students are paying for. What students are paying for is academic neutrality. The idea of keeping your own personal beliefs and your own personal politics, and which you're, of course, free to have whatever you want, out of the teaching, because clearly this person is letting her own hatred for the opposite side of the political spectrum, and I understand when it comes to the extremists, I understand that, but she's letting that poison her presentations. You were invited, Professor, to answer professionally a question that people ask. What I saw in your answer was extremely disappointing. And I can already imagine, and not trying to build a straw man, but do allow me this. I can already imagine a class with this professor, and a black student raises the hand and asks, "Excuse me, professor, but was animal black?" And she would go into this whole massive route. She would like, okay, so black people had a lot of important positions of power and this and that, and discussing all the moving, with some of which is even true, because I do agree. I don't use the term sub-Saharan because I don't think it's correctly descriptive. But she would go into this massive diversion just to answer and validate the question of the black student. But if a white student asks the question, excuse me, professor, but was Hannibal Barca black? Her answer would be, it doesn't matter. Why do you ask? He's not your people. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So if you see this, Dr. Kennedy, I challenge you publicly. Prove it. Be professional when you present information about the ancient world, and be accurate in language usage, particularly when you talk about my people, meaning the Sicilians, and in general, classical antiquity and the classical period. With that being said, as I say, no hatred towards this channel whatsoever, but I will be reviewing a few of their videos, as I was explaining, just from the point of academic neutrality and the true facts based on documented evidence alone. No politics, no propaganda. We are tired of that stuff, and we are ready to present the truth and extinguish all politically driven nonsense.